Test, test.
It's Baig of Tricks trivia time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina and Taco just for you. It's Baig of Tricks trivia time. And we're feeling alright. Okay, come on, let's play.
Hello, welcome. Happy Thursday, everybody. Thanks for joining us. My name is Ollie with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. We're going to be playing some general knowledge trivia, but a special night with categories chosen by a few individuals this evening. Before we go any further, though, I like to remind myself to do this, to go over how the game is played. Make sure that you do join the online game. Here on YouTube, you're going to hear and see me ask the questions, but in order to actually participate and have your answers graded, you need to join our online game. It's very simple. Just open up any internet browser, go to online.baigoftricks.com, and then enter in the code TRICKS3. When it asks you for the code, your code is TRICKS3. Once you do that, you're going to see this screen. I'll put it up here. It's going to ask you for 2 pieces of information. It wants your name. That can be your real name, a team name, a nickname, whatever you want. And then the state that you're playing from if you are here in the States. If you're playing from another country, feel free to let us know. We just like knowing where people are joining us from in these online events. Once you click go, you're all set. You don't have to do anything else. You're good to go. I'm going to start the game here in just a couple minutes. I'll tell you how it works before I do, but just so you know, once you see this screen, the game will begin shortly. That means that the game will begin shortly, and there's nothing else for you to do. So once again, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Ollie with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. This is Taco. He's here with us. We're going to get into the game here in just a few minutes, but I want to give people time to join, and I want to go over exactly how the game is played before we start. So, to let you know what we have coming up the rest of this week, we're about to play some general knowledge trivia. Tonight at 9 is the Good Place trivia, so don't miss that one. That's free to play just like this one. Same format, same place at 9 o'clock Central Time. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. we have Disney trivia with the Mount Prospect Library, and that is hosted by Phoebe. Still online via YouTube. All of the links and information is posted in the Facebook event. You can find that. I believe we linked it on our post this week, and by going to the Mount Prospect Library Facebook page, you can find all the information you need. So thank you to everybody that's been joining us in these events. Thank you specifically to those of you that have donated online. So I'll tell you a little bit about that and then tell you what we're doing tonight that's special and how we're celebrating that. If you're interested in sending a tip or donation, you can do that by any of these links below: Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle QuickPay. You don't have to. This game is free to play, but we really do appreciate when you guys do. It helps us put on more and more of these online events for you. The way that we're giving back right now is once per week, we draw a name out of everybody that's donated, and that person or people get to choose the categories for one of our trivia nights the following week. That's what we're doing here tonight. Tonight's donation drawing winner was Lisa and Brian, so they got to choose the categories that you're going to be seeing tonight. Now, the questions will come from all of these categories mixed up throughout the game. Some of the questions simple, some of them tough, and I promise, even if these 6 categories are not what you consider to be your forte, hang around. You're still going to have fun. I try to make these questions as approachable as possible, even if you're not the biggest fan of some of these topics. So, what topics are we talking about? Tonight, we're going to be covering the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We're going to be talking about Stranger Things, the Netflix show. We're going to be going over movie quotes, generically, and book covers, generically. We're going to talk about Aaron Sorkin TV shows, a fun little niche category. And then one more, HGTV television shows. So lots of fun, crazy stuff tonight. We're going to have a mixture of multiple choice questions, and then we'll get into some open-ended questions here in just a little bit. I'll tell you how the game works, but before I do, just one more time, thank you so much to Lisa and Brian for the donation last week that earned them the right to choose these categories this week. Thank you to anybody that's already donated this week, and I know I just felt, Misha, thank you so much. I felt my phone vibrate, and I figured. Thank you for the donation. Thank you to anybody else that donates, and even if you don't, thanks for being here, and thank you for supporting Baig of Tricks online, liking those posts, commenting, sharing them, and inviting your friends and family to play these online games. I will tell you, next week is already pretty much planned out. I'm not going to talk about specific dates or times, but I will tell you we have general knowledge trivia Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're doing, I believe next week is already our Christmas in July, right? Yeah, we're doing holiday film trivia next week as well. We'll have music bingo with Henry JBC. We'll have music bingo with Bobby K. I believe we also have an incredible fundraiser for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society next Friday. I haven't talked about that one as much as I want to because in addition to doing the trivia online, there's also a raffle going on. So I'm going to post the link to that in the event here either tonight or in the morning. But there are some incredible raffle prizes. If you've ever been, we've been doing this fundraiser for I think 5 years now, 4 or 5 years. And Pat, my buddy Pat, who is the reason we're putting this event on, always gets fantastic raffle prizes that you can purchase tickets for this year digitally. So you can buy raffle tickets online, enter the specific raffle that you'd like to. I'll post all of that information. Plus, we'll have great stuff for trivia this week. For that night. So all of those events will be posted. You can check them out online on our Facebook page. And then don't forget, we're also starting slowly to do in-person events as well. Tonight, right now, while I'm talking, the incredible Aaron is hosting Music Bingo at 2 Pints in the Bolingbrook Promenade. We do trivia throughout the week at all 3 Pollyanna Brewing locations. We're going to be starting back at Tapster in Lincoln Park in Chicago here at the beginning of August. We're also hosting at a few other places. Those are all on both our Facebook and our website. So you can see all of that. More and more places slowly rolling out, as I've said over and over. We're only going into locations that we trust and we know are doing things properly. So keep an eye out for that. We'd love to have you out. Or if you feel like me, like staying in, we'll be here for you online. So with all of that said, let me remind you one more time. Oh, there's Taco. But let me remind you one more time that you do want to join the online game down there, online.baigoftricks.com. Enter in the code TRICKS3. Give you 1 second if you haven't done that. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, Albin. Welcome. Hey, Amy. Happy Friday Eve, indeed. Hey, Brian. What's up, my friend? Hey, Missy D. Hey, Lisa Kemper. Thanks for letting us pick tonight's category. You still probably lose. Yeah, that's okay. So that's a fair thing to announce is even though Lisa and Brian chose tonight's categories, they do not know the questions. They are on a level playing field with all of you. So if they win, congratulate them appropriately. They don't know anything that I'm going to ask beyond the 6 categories, which all of you know as well. So just one more quick time through. This game is a mixture of multiple choice questions and questions where you'll actually have to type the answers in. We're going to start out with multiple choice questions. So how it works, I'll ask you a question and then I'll start your timer. Each question has a 30-second timer. Once the timer starts, all you have to do is click or touch the answer you believe to be correct. It's always either A, B, C, or D. So on your device, you'll see those 4 answers listed. Just click on the one you think is right. The sooner you click your answer, the more points you earn, up to 150 points. The longer it takes you to answer, those points start decreasing. So as long as you're right, you're going to earn some amount of points based on how quickly you answer. But be careful, because if you click an answer and it's not the one you meant to click, you can't change it. If you hit B by accident, you can't go back and change it to C or A, etc., etc. Our first question tonight is a practice question, so if you're still not sure how it works, that's okay. You're going to figure it out really quickly here. This first one, just for fun, it's not worth any points, but it will look just like the rest of the multiple choice questions that we're going to do. So check it out. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for all the support, and let's have a good time. All right. Question number one, our practice question, as I mentioned. What is the name of your host today? Again, this one's just for fun. This is so you can see what the system looks like. All you have to do once this timer starts is click the answer you believe to be correct. What is the name of me? What is my name? Is it Mike, Dustin, Will, or Ali?
No write-in?
No, not for this one. Addison says thanks. Oh, you're welcome, Addison. I saw that first picture you colored. It looked great. All right. Everybody's almost in. Got a couple seconds left. All right, let's see how he answered. So 91% of you said my name is Ali. One person each said Mike, Dustin, and Will. Thank you very much. It's a fun little Stranger Things reference for you. Correct answer was, of course, Ali. So great job. If that was worth points, you would have earned points based on how quickly you answered. Now the points will actually start counting, so get ready. Some of these questions will be simple, but some of them will be tough. And again, all coming from those 6 categories, so here we go. Number 2, Jeremy Renner. The actor Jeremy Renner plays which superhero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Jeremy Renner plays which superhero in the MCU? Is it Hawkeye, Thor, Iron Man, or Captain America? All right, everybody's in, and I believe it's almost a true social. Good job. Hawkeye, the correct answer. Hawkeye, some people love him, some people hate him, but Jeremy Renner played him fantastically. That's a social. Cheers, everybody. Great job. Off to a fantastic start, in my opinion. All right, question 3. What year did HGTV begin airing? It's kind of tough. What year did HGTV begin airing on television? Was it 92, 94, 97, or 99? What's your guess?
I try to go back to like when I started watching it and like trading.
Oh yeah.
Trading spaces.
Taco's at attention, looking out the window.
That was later. Yeah, he is. He's looking for something. Just his butt.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Lay down. All right. You guys went one of 2 ways with this. For the most part, you split it pretty evenly. 16 of you said 1994. 11 people said 1997. Correct answer was 1994. I believe it was December of 1994. First show aired. I didn't pay enough attention to see what the first show was, but 1994. Great job. All right, we'll do through question 5 and then look at the standings. Question number 4. Which of the following TV shows was not created by Aaron Sorkin? Which of the following TV shows was not created by Aaron Sorkin? Was it Madam Secretary, Sports Night, The West Wing, or The Newsroom? Missy D is binging West Wing. Awesome. Yeah, that show. That's like they talk Gilmore Girls speed. It's fast, but it's so good. And that was Gus Dulé Hill, Charlie. Let's see what you did here. 24 of you said Madam Secretary. 6 of you said 6 of you said Sports Night. 2 of you said The West Wing. 2 of you said The Newsroom. The correct answer here is Madam Secretary. That is a TV show, but not created by Aaron Sorkin. So good job, good job. We'll do question number 5, and then look at the standings. As I said before, number 5. Set to debut in August of 2020. This might have been pushed back, but last time I checked, it was set to debut in 2020, August. The first TV series to officially be part of the MCU will be focused on which of these characters? So there have been TV shows before, but this one will be part of the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I believe this will come out on Disney Plus. Be focused around which of these characters? Is it Moon Knight, the Falcon, She-Hulk, or Loki? This is a tricky one. I knew about 2 of these, but if I had asked myself this question, I don't know that I would have been able to determine the correct answer. And you guys are doing just like I thought you would. So you went one of 2 ways. 2 of these have been very, very openly announced and anxiously awaited by many fans. There will be a show about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, to be fair. It's the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And there will be a Loki show. But the one that is set for August of 2020 is the Falcon. The Falcon, good job. One more if you got that right than Loki. Loki, again, a little tricky there. That is a show that will be coming out, but that one is not planned till sometime later in 2021. So let's take a look at the standings. If you're in first, second, or third place, you're going to be on the top of the screen. Everybody else is going to rotate through. So take a look, see where you're at. Here we go. Currently in first, Mad Dad. In second, Captain Cheesecake. In third, Jeremy and Bree. Everybody else rotating through. See where you're at. We have more multiple choice questions to come. See Falcons out there, Goose Islanders, Cash.
Beignet and the Jets. That's a great name.
What was it? Beignets and the Jets?
Beignet and the Jets.
That's one of the restaurants from The Good Place.
Oh.
Beignet and the Jets.
Yeah.
That's good. Master Bakers. Tacos Party People right up there. Good job. Hey, Miss LaRocca and Mia. Mia's here tonight.
A little doggy friend.
All right. You guys have seen those standings. So let's go on to the next set of multiple choice questions. Here we go. Question 6. The second season of the show Stranger Things revolved around what holiday? Second season of Stranger Things was set around what holiday? Was it Christmas, 4th of July, Halloween, or Thanksgiving? Trying to have better posture. I guess
Look at me and this.
All right, everybody's in. Let's see what you thought. 12 people said Christmas. 15 people said Halloween. The third season revolved around 4th of July. I thought more of you might go for that. But the correct answer here was Halloween. Halloween. They had their Ghostbuster costumes. Max was dressed up as, was it Michael Myers? And 11 went as a ghost. Question number 7. This one I just... I didn't know. I looked this up. So let's see how many of you know this. Who was the winner of the first season of HGTV Design Star? Who was the winner of the first season of HGTV Design Star? Was it Antonio Bellatore, Jennifer Bertrand, Emily Henderson, or David Bromstad? Ooh, caramel brownies. Ooh. Oh, it's okay, bud. It's okay, Taco. All right, everybody's in. Let's take a look at what you thought. Yeah, you guys knew this one better than I would have. if I was asking myself. 6 of you said Antonio and Emily each. 5 people said Jennifer, but 18 of you correctly said David Bromstad. David Bromstad. So I recognized him when I looked at the picture, but I had never watched this, so that's an interesting one. Question number 8. Through the film Avengers Endgame, okay, so current, so to today, through all of the MCU films, which actor of the 4 listed below has made an appearance in the most MCU films? Out of the 23 released, which of the following actors has made the most appearances in MCU films? Is it Samuel L. Jackson, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans, or Robert Downey Jr.?
That's a fun question.
Thank you. And a surprisingly tough one. Love the taco commentary. Love him, and so does my mom. Oh, the Jeremy Bertrand. HGTV's first show was called Room by Room. Thank you, Jeremy. Tricky question. So let's see how you answered. 11 people said Samuel L. Jackson. 16 people said Robert Downey Jr. 10 people said Chris Evans. Nobody guessed Scarlett Johansson. That's good. She's not high on the list. I will tell you that the correct answer is Chris Evans, Captain America himself, America's ass. It's close, though. Samuel L. Jackson and Robert Downey Jr. have each made appearances in 9 MCU films, and I believe Chris Evans has been in 10, and I think he got the go-ahead run because he made those PSA appearances in the Spider-Man films. Yeah, so in the Tom Holland Spider-Man films, they watch the movies in class, and it's Captain America. Do this, kids. So I think that's what just gave him that edge there. But yeah, Chris Evans, the correct answer. Question 9. Chip and Joanna Gaines own and operate a remodeling and design business based in what city? Is it Waco, Texas, San Francisco, California, Portland, Oregon, or Austin, Texas? You would have known this one, right?
I'm playing it.
Oh. Whoops. All right, everybody's in, and this is going to be a social. The correct answer, not really anybody fooled. Waco, Texas. Waco, Texas. Great job. 84 of you got that right. That's a social. Cheers, everybody. Don't they have like how many multiple kids and many horses too?
So many pets.
So many pets.
For, like, every episode, Chip would bring home like a new dog or cat.
Oh my God, what a life.
I know.
Oh, look at this one.
Probably the staff of people to take care of them too.
Yeah. Question 10. Back to the MCU. In the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which character is charged with the protection of the Time Stone? So obviously leading up to what would happen in Infinity Wars and Endgames, which character was charged with the protection of the Time Stone? Was it Doctor Strange, the Hulk, Black Panther, or Captain America? 5 kids. I don't know how many horses. Thanks, Lisa.
They just had a baby last year. They just had a baby last year.
Oh my gosh. Driving from Dallas to San Antonio with friends a few years ago, we tried to stop in Magnolia, but too many people. Yeah, I believe
I've heard
it.
it's always crazy.
Yeah. You guys did very well here. Maybe I accidentally gave you a clue with the color. The Time Stone is green, and the correct answer here was the green answer, Doctor Strange. Good job. 92% of you got that right. That's another social. Cheers, everybody. All right. One more multiple choice question, so let's get to it. Number 11. Who played the role of President Bartlett, Josiah Jed Bartlett, on The West Wing? Was it Paul Giamatti, Martin Sheen, Alec Baldwin, or Kiefer Sutherland? Oh, don't bite me. Everybody's in. Everybody's in. Let's take a look. I think this should be a social, and it is. Good job, Martin Sheen. Great job, everybody. Cheers. That's the final multiple choice question. So now we will take a look at the standings once again. Currently in first now is Captain Cheesecake, Team Cream. In second, Missy D. In third, Team Kemper right there in fourth. Everybody else rotating through. Take a look. See where you're at. Look at that. Oh, I know. Don't do that. Oh, look, now you got a clean face. Trivia Newton John, love that. Who else? 8675309. You want whipped cream, cookies and cream? Oh, we're on a cream attack again. Lots of Team Creams. Even Cash rules everything around me. That's an acronym for cream.
You're right.
Trying to pull one over out there, are ya? All right, so next round of questions are going to be a little different. Actually, the rest of the game is no longer multiple choice. So I'm going to ask you a question just like before, but when I start your 30-second timer, instead of seeing 4 options pop up, you're going to see a text box open up, and you have to type your answer in. You have the full 30 seconds to do this. You just have to get your answer in before that timer hits 0. You're no longer going to lose points based on how quickly it takes, or how quickly you answer. So take your time. The key here is trying to spell your answers right. So if you spell your answer right, you automatically get points. If you spell it wrong, I have to go through, fix it. Not a big deal, but just giving you some tips here. So no need to rush and type it quickly. As long as you get the answer in, you earn all the points if you're correct. The next 5 questions are a mini bonus round, which means they all come from the same category. This is the first time in the last 4 months that we're going to do the same category back to back. So we did this category yesterday, but we have new questions today. We'll see if you guys do as well or better than you did yesterday. The next 5 questions all come from movies. Specifically, I'm going to give you a famous movie quote. You just have to tell me the movie it came from. So again, I'm looking for the original movie. Some of these quotes have then been quoted again in other films in reference to the original, but when I give you a quote, I'm looking for the original film that made that quote famous. If I said, Houston, we have a problem, I'm looking for Apollo 13, even though I'm sure you could point to some obscure film that said, Houston, we have a problem, after Apollo 13 did. So none of these should be that crazy, but just want to give that disclaimer. These are worth 250 points apiece, so it's a close game right now. Every one of these worth 250 points apiece. The only thing you can't do is Google, my friends. Don't Google these answers. Don't look them up. Just make sure the answer comes out of somebody's brain on your team. Here we go. Question 12. Name the film that gave us this famous quote. You're gonna need a bigger boat. What film gave us the quote, you're gonna need a bigger boat? All right, everybody's in. Somebody said Titanic, The Next Voyage. What was my joke before? If there was a sequel to Titanic, it would be called Titanic 2 Electric Boogaloo. I still think that's funny. I don't think you like it as much as I do.
I think it's funny.
The correct answer here is Jaws. Jaws. It was a Richard Dreyfuss back in the day. All right. So if you answered Jaws, you got it. And that's 70%. We'll call 70% of social for this round. Cheers, everybody. Question 13. Name the film by the famous quote, nobody puts baby in a corner. Which film gave us the quote, nobody puts baby in a corner? Amy, so my Titanic answer isn't right. Nope, not this time. Good try, though. I think they pointed out on the movies that made us, the Netflix show, they did one about Dirty Dancing. And, well, you know, everybody was in by this point. I can see. Yeah, only one more person just answered, and they didn't answer correct. They did one about Dirty Dancing, and Baby wasn't in a corner. She was just, like, up against a part of the wall.
No, I don't like that. It's stupid.
But, you know, Swayze can do no
Pretty
wrong.
big deal.
The correct answer here is Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing. Good job. Question 14. Name the film by the famous quote. This might be the toughest one. Name the film by the famous quote. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. What film is this famous quote from? This is an older one. It's a long title. You don't have to give me the whole thing. Just give me, the important part. Lisa, you watched... Oh, good. Wait, you watched Dirty Dancing per my recommendation or the Netflix series? I'm guessing the Netflix series. I don't think I've recommended Dirty Dancing. Yeah, that series, if that's what you're talking about, make sure you watch all of them because they're fantastic. And then also go and watch The Toys That Made Us if you haven't on Netflix. It's the same narrator, it's the same production, it's the same thing, but rather than being about movies, it's about toys. Ninja Turtles, Cabbage Patch Dolls. They might have done Beanie Babies, G.I. Joe. It's incredible. They're about an hour each. Yeah, definitely watch the rest and then watch The Toys That Made Us. All right, let's see how you guys did here. Ooh, somebody gave me the full name. Thank you very much. You didn't have to, just in case you're worried. The correct answer here is Dr. Strangelove. The full title, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Dr. Strangelove, the correct answer. So good job. Oh, I see just a slightly misspelled one up there. Let me give you that. All right, here we go. Number 15. Name the film by the famous quote, I'll have what she's having. Oh. I love this film. I can't believe I had never seen it until we watched it.
That was Friends Wedding is next.
Yes. The Toys That Made Us. The Lego one is really good. That's right, Lisa. Yes. The Lego one is really good. There's a whole, if you liked that, there's a whole documentary just on Lego. I think it might be on Hulu. I don't think it's on Netflix, but there's a whole documentary just on Lego, about an hour and a half, and it's fantastic. All right, everybody's in, and this is that iconic scene in the restaurant. This is When Harry Met Sally. Good job, everybody. Oh, what a good film. Oh, now I'm just thinking about that film. Question 16, final one. Name the film by the famous quote. Which film would you hear? I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
I love this one too.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Say it like the character says it.
Nope. Oh, it's on HBO. It's called a Lego Brickumentary. Sorry, I just looked that up. A Lego Brickumentary. It's on HBO. I love HBO's documentaries. Sorry, I'm frozen. There we go. All right. Everybody's in. Correct answer here. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? If you just said Roger Rabbit, that's okay. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Full correct answer here. Thank you, Maria, for the donation. Thank you so much. Just saw that came through. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Every single one of you. Thank you, Maria. All right, that's it for this mini bonus round. We do have a picture round coming up next, but before we do that, let's look at the standings. Captain Cheesecake still out in first. Missy D up into second. 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9 in third place. Everybody else, you'll see your scores rotate through, so take a look, see where you're at. Where's Taco's mom at? 9. Good job. Yeah, so Gina doesn't usually actually play along. She's usually just there to check on stuff, but she's playing tonight. She has not seen any of these answers, and she's doing very well.
I'm trying to stay awake.
Trying to stay awake, that's fair. All right, so the next round is 5 more questions. These tonight are all picture questions, and they're all from the same category. Based on the 6 categories that we have, you may have guessed what this one's going to be. These will be famous book covers. Famous book covers. So I'm going to show you a famous book cover with all of the words removed. So if there were words on the cover, they've been taken off. There's no title, there's no author. It's just the picture itself. Most of these are very famous. They're all very famous books, and I tried to choose, if a book has, a few different covers, I tried to choose the most iconic. Some of these still may be pretty tough, but some of them I think are going to be pretty easy, especially the first one. So you're getting full points if you answer correctly. And I just realized it's all 150 points tonight. Nothing changed. So here we go. Question 17. Name this famous book. Name the famous book by its cover. Name the MCU universe character butt. Oh, I'm in with that. We could do that. 3 presidents died on July 4th. Thomas Jefferson died on July 4th, and only one was born on July 4th.
We're talking about tab.
John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and James Monroe. Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson did not like each other. They died on the exact same day.
That's weird.
Yeah, or was it James Monroe? They all died on July 4th. And only one... Oh, it was Thomas Jefferson and John Adams took their final breaths within hours of each other. Same day.
They poison each other?
No, I don't think so. And then only one president was born on July 4th, I believe. Yeah, Calvin Coolidge. Yes. All right, everybody's in. I just look up these fun things while I'm waiting for your answers to come in. So I'm accepting anything that's close here. This is not The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I could see why some of you went this way. I didn't think. I could see it now that I see it. The correct answer, not The Lion with Bad Eyesight. This is The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. If you put Wizard of Oz, that's fine. Cheers, everybody. Over 70% going to be calls for a social in this round. All right, here we go. Number 18. Name this famous book by its cover. Lots of good guesses. Lots of good guesses coming through. Oh, the color scheme's pretty close to one of these guesses, yeah. This one, a lot of you got, but not nearly as many as The Wizard of Oz. This is To Kill a Mockingbird. Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. Correct answer. So good job, good job. That is 2 of our 5 famous book covers. Here is number 3. Name this famous book by its cover. This one's tough. Brian just said to Lisa, you picked this category. I thought you'd be better.
That happens a lot, I think.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that's fair. Not everybody knows everything about their favorite categories. It only took me 28 minutes to get sound. Oh, Becky, good. I haven't talked the entire time. I've just been sitting here in a talking strike until your sound worked. I refuse to speak.
He's just been mouthing.
I've been mouthing it so people could just read my lips. But now, I'll talk. This one, I haven't read the book, but I've seen the movie.
Yikes, that's a good answer.
Yikes, yeah. This is American Psycho. American Psycho. He's got the business suit and then the Dwight Schrute CPR dummy mask. All right. Number 20. Name this famous book by its cover. This one pretty descriptive in its picture. As long as you've ever heard of the title, you should get it. Never read that. That's fair. Thinking is hard work. Ooh, we're very close to a social. Let's see if we can do it. Papa needs a drink. I mean, I could just drink if I want. I know. A couple of you just spelled it differently. It's not Broadway, not Hercules. This is Ayn Rand, right? Atlas Shrugged. Atlas Shrugged. Good job. You have Atlas holding up the earth, but with a building behind him. I don't know. Final one, 21. Name this famous book by its cover. Be specific here. Name this book by its cover. Did you get it? I don't know. Guess you'll have to find out with everybody else. Somebody said, over the mountain and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. It's not Andy's something, not Wild, not The Sound of Music, not The Endless Step, not Into the Wild, not Lord of the Rings. That's why I said be specific at the beginning. This is a Tolkien book, but is The Hobbit. This is The Hobbit. So good job if you got that one. I'm sure close, similar in style to some of the covers for Lord of the Rings, but this one specifically is The Hobbit. So let's look at the standings. Tacos Mama's in first place. Rock and roll. We're not playing for a prize tonight.
It won't last, don't worry.
Yeah, this is the first time Gina's ever actually played along, and she's rocking and rolling. So good job. Second place, you want whipped cream, another cream, and team cream in third place. So let's let those rotate through. We'll get ready for the next round here in just a second. Thinking is hard work. Becky said cheater. Lisa.
I promise I'm not cheating.
Oh, she's not. Brian said I'm not allowed to pick categories. Yes, you can. That's okay. I'm having fun with the categories, even if you're not doing well. I enjoyed writing these categories. Let me say that. I told Gina I really enjoy doing this as much as I enjoy doing the donation drawing to allow you guys to choose the categories. I like doing that as a reward, but it's a good weekly challenge for me to write specific questions, because when I have the run of the place and I can write whatever I want, that's not really challenging, but having to write to these categories keeps me fresh, and it's a nice challenge each week. So I do appreciate you guys doing this. As you know, backwards as that sounds, I do appreciate you guys having the opportunity to do this. So we have 10 questions left. They are random. They are no longer in mini bonus rounds. They are just 10 questions that do still come from those 6 categories, but they're worth 150 points apiece because I didn't change the points. You get all of the points if you're correct. You get none of the points if you're wrong, but there's nothing in between. So take your time, type your answers out, use all 30 seconds if you need it, but don't Google, don't look things up. We didn't even look at Taco there. All right, here we go. Question 22. The show The Newsroom, an Aaron Sorkin show, premiered on June 24th, 2012, and ran for 3 seasons on what TV network? What's that guy's name from?
Sam
Water something.
Waterston. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah, I remember when the Newsroom premiered, and yeah, thanks Maggie. When the Newsroom premiered, and everybody was circulating that one scene where the girl stands up and says, "Why is America the greatest nation?" And he just blows her like.
Oh yeah.
That was like the first episode, and that's the only episode I watched. I'm sure it's great. I just never picked it back up.
Yeah, I should watch it. I love him.
I think you'd love it. Yeah.
I don't know what network it's on for everyone else out there.
You do now. It is on, was on HBO. HBO home box office. Good job, everybody. All right, question 23. What is the name of Chip and Joanna's company on Fixer Upper? Some of you have already talked about this today. What is the name of Chip and Joanna's company, store, product line? It's all of that. I'm just looking for the main word here. Yeah, Lisa, that's somebody brought that up the other day about how that scene was from, 2012-13, and it's very much applicable today. That whole show, I'm sure, is. Becky went to college in Waco. Yeah, this one, I'm just looking for the main word. As long as you gave me the main word of the company, you're going to get points, even if you did it as a joke. Like the individual who put Steel Magnolia. Yes, that's still going to count. Because Magnolia is what I'm looking for. Magnolia Farms, Magnolia this, Magnolia Home, Magnolia that. As long as you said Magnolia. Now it's, when you say a word too much and it starts to sound weird, Magnolia. Magnolia, the correct answer. That's a cheer. That's a social. Cheers, everybody. All right, question 24. This one's tough. I'm looking for the full quote. I said this yesterday. What 8-word movie quote was voted the #1 movie quote ever by the American Film Institute? What 8-word line was voted the #1 movie quote ever by the American Film Institute? Looking at you, Maggie and Brian. Oh, there's another great guess in here.
Really?
Yeah, most everybody got this. And then there's some fun ones. So you can see all the different ways that this came through. I'm just going to mark these all right. So the correct answer here is Gone with the Wind. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I love no one puts baby in a corner.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I like that one down at the bottom. I'll give it to this one. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Okay. I don't give a damn. No. But I love I'll make him an offer he can't refuse. That's an 8-word quote, and I'm sure that's high on the list. Life is like a box of chocolates. Close. But good job. Those of you who had Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn, and 80% of you did. Cheers. Question number 25. I'm looking for first and last name. This is probably a tough one. First and last name. What is the name of the actor who portrays the beautiful Steve Harrington on Stranger Things? Looking for first and last name. This one's going to be tough. You're not Casablanca again. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, Maggie. Wait, Chris B. Hello from Omaha. What's up, Chris? Happy road tripping. Happy anniversary, by the way. Belated anniversary. I saw that. 8 years. Congratulations. Hope your road trip is going as well as it looks like on Facebook. Ooh, somebody. I'm just happy that somebody guessed my name in the group of all of these people. I don't know, but my friend Chris costumes as him. Does that count? Sure. Not Chad Chadinson, Timothy Chalamet, Chris Evans, Orlando Bloom Jr., and then Ali Baig.
I like it.
Team Cream, Gremlin number 2, Zach Enron, Cutie McHairstyle Schwartz, looks like Ben Schwartz, John Ralphio. Yeah, the correct answer is Joe Keery. As long as your answer was close to Joe Keery, you got it.
I feel like I've never even heard that.
Well,
I think I follow him on Instagram.
You do. You've told me about it.
So how did I never
I don't know.
heard his name?
He was looking at you. Ooh, nice, Maggie. He was looking at you, Ollie. All right, that's question 25. So let's take a look at the standings. Team Cream up into first. Uh-oh, it's a cream takeover. Team Cream in first. You want whipped cream in second. Cookies and cream in third.
I've fallen from grace.
Everybody else rotating through. Take a look. See where you're at. Oh, we've been on the taco cam this whole time, haven't we now?
I didn't notice that.
Oh, that's okay.
Cookies and cream ice cream sounds really good right
Yes, it honestly, any ice cream sounds really good right now. I'm getting cream, Becky. Ah, nice. All right, 6 questions left. Start it once we get through this again. One ton fooey 2. All right, here we go. 6 more questions, starting with this one. The Avengers films are the 4 highest grossing flicks in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What is the 5th? The Avengers films are the 4 highest grossing films in the MCU. What is the 5th highest grossing film? So after all of the Avenger films, what film has grossed the most money in the MCU? Pretty straightforward, but kind of tough question. All right, everybody is in, and you guys did well. Overall, you answered correct as a majority. The correct answer is Black Panther. What an amazing film. Oscar-winning film. One of the few MCU films that did win any big Oscars. So good job, good job. Question 27. This is probably easy for a lot of you, but I wouldn't have known. What is the last name of HGTV's famous Property Brothers?
We registered for some of their stuff.
We've registered for some of their stuff, apparently. I knew that.
Cocktail glasses.
We've registered for their cocktail. Where's that? Target?
Zola.
Zola.
They're cute.
I believe it. Do you know there's a third Property Brother?
Yes, I
JD or JB or something. I did a lot of research today for these categories. Addison knows this one. Good job, Addison. Oh, nice. That'll be helpful to remember this one.
Oh.
Somebody guessed
Cute.
their last name is Twinnington, which I like. Their last name is Scott. What are their first names? Drew. Somebody said it. Drew and Jonathan?
Yeah.
Scott. Drew and Jonathan Scott. Not Stark. Good guess. All right, question 28. In Thor films, Heimdall, the keeper of the Bifrost Gateway in Asgard, is played by which actor? Looking for first and last name. In the Thor films, Heimdall, the keeper of the Bifrost Gateway in Asgard, is played by which actor? There always seems to be another brother no one hears about. Yeah, Misha, you're right. There always is. This individual was People's Sexiest Man Alive in 2018, I believe. Do you know who was in 2017? And do you want to know why I put no weight in this listing? People's Sexiest Man Alive in 2017? The incredibly good-looking Blake Shelton.
Oh, yeah.
Blake fucking Shelton. Oh, God. I mean, he got Gwen, so I'll give him that.
Don't be
Correct answer here is Idris Elba. Idris Elba. Almost 80% of you, so that'd be a social
Now,
cheer.
he counts as the sexiest man alive.
Yeah. Absolutely. But Blake Shelton? Didn't he also cheat on his wife? Blake Shelton or Idris Elba?
Blake Shelton.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I don't like Blake
think-
Shelton. Don't
I
get
don't
me
know.
on the wrong point here. I don't like him.
I don't know about. Yeah.
I can get down to some Honeybee, though. I can get down to some good country music.
Does not compute.
Question 29. Excuse me if I mispronounce this. Tarek El Moussa and his former wife Christina surprisingly continued to host what HGTV show even after their divorce in 2018? What is the name of the TV show that Tarek El Moussa and his former wife Christina continued to host after they got divorced in 2018? Lisa, I don't like him either, but not just because of that. Fair enough. Chris is literally watching this show right now with Janessa.
That's funny.
Can I say my mom watches HGTV religiously and she hates this show?
Yeah, they're an
This
annoying
now
couple.
ex-couple. Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And I can't feel like away from the name of the damn show.
Ooh, a lot of you got this. Somebody said, we're broke up but still need money? No. Property divorcees, no. This is flip or flop. Did you come up with it or no?
No.
Flip or flop? All right, 2 questions left. Number 30. This is a fun one. If you were to watch the Marvel Cinematic Universe films in order of when they take place chronologically, rather than when they were released, Captain America, the Winter Soldier would be first, which would be second? If you were to watch MCU films in order of when they take place, rather than when they were released, Captain America, the first one would be first. Which film in the MCU would be second, chronologically? Lisa, we do like Flip or Flop Atlanta, though. I like that couple. I haven't watched any of them. All right, everybody's in. Correct answer here, Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel, if you will. The early 90s throwback film. That was a fun one to watch. I'd watch that again. With the blockbuster scene.
I love it.
Yeah, so Captain America going way back to the 40s. And then Captain Marvel in the 90s. Iron Man would be third in line. All right, 1 question left, my friends. 1 question left. Here we go. Number 31. I'm just looking for a first name. What was the name of Sean Astin's character in the 2nd season of Stranger Things? Try not to cry. I'm just looking for a first name. What was the name of Sean Astin's character in the 2nd season of Stranger Things?
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. I was typing the movies I could remember and hit enter. Ooh, nice, Becky. I saw that Hulk pop up. I didn't say anything. Becky's favorite name. Yeah, we're back on this name again. Look at me. We'll say I did it on purpose. So as long as you gave me his first name, I marked it right. So if you don't see yours, that's okay. The correct answer here is Bob. Bob Newby. Bob, the correct answer. Easy peasy. Great job, everybody. You did well. Not Samwise, not Rudy. Hey, thanks, Laura. Thanks, Mia, for the donation. Thank you, Mia. All right, here we go, my friends. Thank you once again to Lisa and Brian, specifically Lisa, it sounds like, for choosing these categories. I had a lot of fun writing these questions. I hope you guys enjoyed doing this trivia tonight. We do have The Good Place trivia coming up at 9 o'clock, just an hour from now, an hour and 1 minute. So come back and join us again, even if you're not a huge fan of The Good Place, but you got nothing going on. Come hang out in the comments. Have a good time just chatting away with myself and Gina and everybody else out there. So please come back. Otherwise, we'll be doing lots of other fun stuff coming up soon. Tomorrow, Disney trivia. Don't forget, 7 o'clock, free to play. It's not a fundraiser Friday. It is a free event put on by the Mount Prospect Library, Disney trivia. So check that out. And then we have lots of fun stuff coming up next week. If you're part of the Baig of Tricks online community, we will be doing a Zoom trivia at some point this weekend with, if I can make it happen, something very fun and new. So be sure to check that out. Here we go. Final standings. Drum. We could actually do a drum roll.
Next time.
Yeah. Correct. Top team is Team Cream by 13 points. That was a close finish. Team Cream just 13 points over Missy D. Great job, Missy. Team ARE in third place. Again, only about 100 points back. So great job, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you in an hour for the Good Place Trivia, or we'll see you tomorrow or this weekend or next week. But do come back. Be safe and wash your hands.